In the small town of Wyndham, nestled in the heart of the countryside, there was an old mill that had been abandoned for many years. The mill, once a bustling center of activity, now stood silent and forgotten, its once shiny machinery now rusted and covered in cobwebs. The townsfolk often spoke of strange noises and eerie lights coming from the mill at night. They believed it was haunted by the ghost of the old miller who had mysteriously disappeared many years ago. The miller was a kind old man, loved by all in the town, but one day he simply vanished, leaving the mill deserted. One day, a group of brave teenagers, tired of the monotony of their small town life, decided to investigate the old mill. They were led by Tom, the mayor's son, who was known for his adventurous spirit. They arrived at the mill as the sun was setting, casting long shadows across the landscape. The old mill looked even more ominous. They entered the mill cautiously, their flashlights cutting through the darkness. The inside of the mill was filled with old machinery covered in cobwebs and dust. As they explored the mill, they could hear the creaking of the old wooden floorboards and the rustling of leaves outside. Suddenly, they heard a loud bang from the upper floor of the mill. Startled, they shone their flashlights towards the source of the noise. They saw a shadowy figure standing at the top of the stairs. It was the ghost of the old miller. The ghostly figure floated down the stairs towards them. The teenagers were frozen in fear as the ghost approached. It reached out a transparent hand towards them, and in a hollow voice, it said, "Leave this place." Terrified, the teenagers ran out of the mill and back to the safety of their homes. They told their parents about the ghost, but no one believed them. The old mill was boarded up and left untouched. Despite the fear, the story of the ghost brings a sense of mystery and excitement to the small town. The old mill, once a symbol of the town's prosperity, is now a symbol of its rich and spooky history. The tale of the ghost of the old mill is passed down from generation to generation, a chilling bedtime story for the children of Wyndham. And sometimes, on a quiet night, if you listen closely, you can still hear the creaking of the old mill and the faint whisper of the old miller's voice echoing through the town. In the remote town of Madarihat, there was an ancient mansion known as the House of Whispers. It was said that anyone who dared to spend a night there was never seen again. Despite the warnings, a brave young man named Raj decided to unravel the mystery. Raj, a local journalist, was known for his adventurous spirit and curiosity. He had heard the tales of the mansion since his childhood and had always been intrigued. One day, he decided to investigate the mansion himself. Armed with just a flashlight and a camera, he entered the mansion at the stroke of midnight. The mansion was eerily silent, except for the occasional whispering sounds that seemed to come from the walls themselves. The air was heavy with the scent of decay and the passage of time. As Raj ventured deeper into the mansion, he could feel the temperature dropping and a sense of unease growing. He explored room after room, each filled with dust-covered furniture and faded portraits of people long gone. In one room, he found an old diary. The entries were written by a woman named Anaya, who lived in the mansion a century ago. She wrote about her husband's obsession with the occult and how he had brought a cursed mirror into the house. The mirror, she wrote, contained a malevolent entity that could trap souls. Intrigued and terrified, Raj continued his exploration. He noticed a faint glow coming from a room at the end of a long hallway. He cautiously approached the room and pushed the creaky door open. Inside, he found the antique mirror mentioned in Anaya's diary, its surface shimmering with an otherworldly light drawn by curiosity. Raj looked into the mirror. To his horror, he didn't see his reflection. Instead, he saw a grotesque figure with glowing red eyes staring back at him. Suddenly, the figure reached out from the mirror, its ghastly hand stretching towards Raj. Raj turned to run, but his feet were rooted to the spot. He could feel his energy draining away as the figure's hand touched his chest. He tried to scream, but no sound came out. The last thing he saw was his own terrified face in the mirror, trapped forever.
Thanks for watching the full video. If you enjoyed the video, please like it and please subscribe our channel and switch on the bell to get notifications.